Well, hey, what's going on today, guys? My name is Logan with West Desert Wheeler. Today, I brought out the RC4WD Drive Marlin Trail Finder 2. This is the Marlin Crawler edition, and this one has a Hobbywing Axe brushless motor in there. Today, it's going to be a little change of scenery. As you can see behind me, I'm just going to go ahead and call this place Coyote Canyon. Why not? But going to have a good time out here, go drive on some rocks, a little bit change of scenery from Sand Hollow. Let's get after it and see how this Marlin does. Alright guys, our goal for this truck is we're basically just going to climb along this edge along here unless we see something that we just can't pass up down in this little valley. Let's cruise along and see what we can get done. So as you can see in the back of the truck, I've got that little 3D printed blue coolers. That was done for me by my friend over at Enduro Designs. Shout out to Alex at Enduro Designs. I'll definitely leave a link below for that, and as well as a blue cooler affiliate link. So if you guys need to pick up a roto molded cooler, if you buy one through my link, I make a few bucks off of it, and they're really badass. I really like mine. So, standing wheels up over here. Gotta see if we can get this truck to settle down. I don't know if it's gonna make this crack. This is looking a little more like a comp rig or Caproline. Maybe we'll just go right, see if we get the traction. So I am still running single stage foams in these tires, but they are the RTR tires. I did add some weights inside of the bead locks to try and get it to hook up a little better. Need that front end to settle to pull that rear end up. Maybe try one rear tire at a time, like that. Oh, it's close. There we go. Nice. You can see it up there bouncing. I did take off the shocks on this truck just because the factory shocks kept sticking in place, and you had to like break the suspension free every time you wanted to use it, and it was kind of annoying. And I feel like it was limiting my articulation anyway, which this truck does not have much of to start with, so might as well just get that tiny little performance increase, and then you get a funny little bounce when you're on obstacles like that. Okay, I gotta take a save there. Don't want the truck to fall off all the way down there. That would certainly mean death for this little Toyota. So, and I'd prefer to get a full video made before I break the truck. Well, I guess that brings me to a good point to talk about on these RC four-wheel drives. The steering angle on these front axles is not the best compared to other RTRs, but you got to set your endpoints correctly so that you don't snap axle shafts. I had a buddy who's running a brushless system on his, and he didn't get his endpoint set correctly and he kept breaking axles. Turns out it's because he was putting them on too much of a bind, and the brushless system was strong enough to just break the axle instead. So if you keep breaking axles, that could be the reason why on these little Yoda 2 axles that this Marlin Crawler edition has been equipped with. I'm liking this little ledge that I'm chasing around here though. That's pretty cool. Should we go left or should we go right? Of course we're gonna go left. It looks harder, looks more fun. Oh, loading the bumper up. There we go, just keep working it. All the accessories sloshing around in there. Just that front tire will grab. Okay, let's take a little reset. Just go a little more driver on the way up. That was it. If you guys are wondering where my back windshield is, after rolling it enough times, it just popped out, and haven't glued it back in place yet. So. Oh, the slider's saving us here. Let's turn passenger and come forward. Brought it right back down onto all four. That was the right call right there. And it could flop right here too. It's really high on the wall. Whew, got lucky. Is anyone else as impressed as I am with how this little Marlin does? Like, I've only seen people just dress these up as dollhouse cars, but once you see one wheeling, they do really good. I mean, this thing is not that far from stock. I just tweaked the suspension here and there, and then I put a sweet brushless system in it, but outside of that, I haven't done much to this truck. And even with the 419 diameter tires, it does pretty dang good. It does need an anti-rat bar though. I finally did replace the RTR servo in this truck with, actually it's another RTR servo. It's the Spectrum S614, I believe. It's the same stuff that comes with like the axial RTRs. I just don't feel like I need a super powerful servo for this truck, and that's a great little option for something like this. Like I mentioned, my buddy was snapping those axle shafts. He had a very powerful brushless motor and had a very powerful servo. So honestly, with the servo not being that strong, it could play to its advantage so that it doesn't break as easily. Got to turn passenger to keep the bumper off the wall. I don't want it to come back driver. Now we're dragging the rear. Front tire's way up in the air on the driver's side. So much of how you drive out here with the front end is so important to where it puts your rear end. So there's times where I point the front axle what might not seem like the best line so that I get the rear axle where I need it, because I can't steer the rear. So you have to have that rear hit the marks. The front end can be driven around. All right guys, we've got a very important question for you, and I really hope that you answer in the comments. Are you guys Toyota guys or are you guys Jeep guys? That's always a really fun one to ask people, because usually they're very strongly opinionated one way or the other. Personally, I definitely like Toyotas, but I've owned a Jeep, so I guess by definition that also makes me a Jeep guy. When it comes to my RCs, I just want performance, so whatever grill's sitting on the front, I really don't mind. So if you guys are thinking to yourselves, hey Logan, that's a really cool truck, I want one for my own, be sure to check out the A-Main affiliate link. I will have one there directly to the RC4WD Drive Marlin RTR. These trucks are fully ready to run. They come with a battery, a charger, controller, and the truck. So you're ready to hit the trails. Although it comes with a nickel metal battery, I definitely suggest grabbing a LiPo. The stock ESC will handle 3S, which is just a good piece of info to have. I had to do a little research to figure that out. But it's an affiliate link, and it will throw a few bucks my way. It's how you guys can help support me here on my channel. I am going full-time YouTube, so if you bought anything through there, I would really appreciate it. Here we go, it's a little more sandy through here. Let's see if we'll get the traction we need. Got to stay off the slider to keep the truck rolling, or try and pivot around it. Sweet, that was cool. Let's see if we can squeeze it through here or not. I think the cab will fit. Got to stay close on that side. And just let that cab squeeze through. Perfect little spot for the Marlin. It's going to be a tough climb, especially if we can't get to it. Got to keep that left tire balanced, right tire balanced, and it's just dragging the rear end over that rock. Oh, caught on the sliders again. Uh-oh. Need to get that middle section clear, maybe a little momentum. Truck's not having it. Nicely done. Well, hey, if you guys made it all the way to the end, I really appreciate you watching the full videos here. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't want to take up all of your day. That's going to wrap it up for the Marlin out here. However, I brought all my trucks. So if you guys like this terrain, I'm going to have a video on each one of my trucks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit the links below to my friends and my affiliates. We will see you guys in the next one. Keep the rubber side down.